Hey, good day folks. Patrick here from Scott's English College. Well, I have great news to announce to you. We're going to reopen the pronunciation and communication course on January 4. So it's a very exciting time. I don't know if you know anything about the pronunciation and communication course, but it's a very unique course. It's a very different course. When I became a teacher, I wanted to create a course that is very different from all the other courses. I wanted a course that really transforms how you speak and how you feel and how you think in English. And I noticed that many textbooks and many courses focus on the rules. They focus on the knowledge of English, but none of the courses I saw were dealing with the habits of speaking English. None of the courses corrected the mistakes in speaking that the learners make. So I wanted to be different. I wanted to create a course that is different. And the course that I created was focused on pronunciation and oral communication. I wanted to train the students in speaking faster, speaking more naturally. I wanted them to be able to physically produce the sounds of the language without having to worry, without letting their first language impact their English. See, because that's what the problem is all about. When we speak English, our first language is impacting our English. You are not speaking English as English. You're speaking English affected by your first language. So you are using the sounds of your first language to speak English. You are not using only the sounds of your first language, but then you are translating from your first language. You are translating every word that comes to your head, every thought, every idea that comes to your head. It's going through your first language filter. If you spend too much time thinking about the rules of grammar, you're not able to have a natural conversation. You cannot speak about yourself, you cannot speak about your dreams, you cannot answer a simple question that people ask. You don't have time to translate and you don't have time to think about the rules. You need to be able to produce the language quickly and you have to learn it physically. So that means I need to teach you physically how to produce a language. Now, when you translate from your first language, that is time consuming. It takes time. And that's why students make a lot of mistakes when they do that, and they realize they're making mistakes, but it's too late to fix them. So they just make them anyway, right? And that's why they feel shy and embarrassed to speak English, because they know the moment they open their mouth, they are making those mistakes. And that does not help your confidence, because you feel like, you know what, I don't want to talk. I prefer to keep silent. I don't want to talk, because every time I talk, I make mistakes. And I don't know why I'm making mistakes, because I know I'm making mistakes, but I make them anyway. Although I know the grammar rule behind that, I know that I'm using the wrong word, but I'm using it anyway for some reason. I don't know why. The answer is habits, guys, habits. Just like any other physical skill, speaking a foreign language, speaking a second language is a physical habit. Let me ask you this. Why do you have people who are able to sit at the computer and just put all 10 fingers on the keyboard and type away, and they can type so fast that they don't even look at the keyboard when they type. They're able to look at the screen and they can see the words coming up on the screen. And most of the times they make no mistakes. But of course, occasionally they make some mistakes. But they're able to use both hands on the keyboard, and they're their fingers know which buttons they need to go to. Why? Because they have memorized the location of the buttons. They know where they are just by memory. And that's what you gotta do when you speak English. You need to really develop those physical skills, and you need to build new muscle memory. The problem is you will not be able to do that unless you get used to hearing your own mistakes and fixing your own mistakes. So that's why in the classroom, in the pronunciation and communication classroom, you make mistakes, you are stopped right there and then. You are paying money to get corrected. You are paying money to get feedback, and feedback you're gonna get. Because the first thing that we need to do is to make sure that you are able to hear your mistakes and you're able to fix those mistakes by yourself. And then once you're able to do that, you're able to make changes to how you speak and develop those new habits of speaking correctly and more rapidly, faster, and more naturally. And the pronunciation and communication course is such a revolutionary course. It's a very different course. It's founded on different principles. It was created out of a need to speak fluently, to speak like a native speaker. You know, many people told me when I was learning English, there's no way you can speak like a native speaker. Forget it, or you can forget about it. It's not gonna happen to you. All right, so you're wasting your time because you came to Australia, you were 22 years old, you started to learn English as an adult. You can forget about it. It's not gonna happen. A professor at university gave me a book to prove to me that I cannot do it. He went out of his way to try to convince me that I cannot do it. But I will not listen to anybody, and I will not let anybody tell me that I cannot do something that I want to do. If I put my mind to something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it no matter how hard it is. I'm going to get it done. There's no limit to human power. There's no limit. You can do whatever you want to do if you want to do it. Motivation means everything. Without motivation, you cannot go anywhere with anything you do. Not only language, but anything you do. I will be teaching the course personally in January, on January 4. And I'm going to use whatever energy I have, whatever motivation I have, whatever power I have in my body to help you make that difference. I'm going to not only change your language, not only help you improve your English, I'm going to change your life because I'm going to train you to have that control over your body, to get over your pride. If you have some pride that is standing in the way, not letting you try new things, not letting you speak differently, not letting you use your brain in a different way, I'm going to get you to do that, to overcome that. I'm going to help you to develop habits, new habits that you've never had before. If you are a migrant, if you are an international student, if you are on a work and holiday visa, whether you want to pass an English exam, whether you want to get a job, whether you want to improve your career, whether you want to start your online business, I don't know what your purpose is, I don't know what your motivation is, but I promise you that this course will make a difference in your life. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in the classroom on January 4. Thank you very much and have a great day. Hey folks, thank you very much for watching the video. If you did like it, please subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the notification bell. Thank you.